Who is billionaire Philippe Laffont, and what are some of his top stock holdings right now in 2021? Hey portfolio family, we all know billionaires like to stay under the radar, but Philippe Laffont likes to stay really under the radar. Getting information on what this savvy tech investor's top holdings are is about as challenging as getting in on the latest IPO at opening price. All jokes aside, billionaire Philippe Laffont is definitely an investor you'll want to keep on your radar, and here's why. Even billionaires like Bill Ackman, who made one of the most profitable trades in history, are following this guy on Twitter and sliding into his DMs. Let's dive into this hedge fund titan's top stocks right now in 2021. Philippe Laffont's number one holding is Disney, which he plowed over $2 billion into. Why would a tech investor invest in an animation and theme park company? This isn't our parents' Disney. They're not only looking forward to reopening their signature theme parks, but now they own Netflix's biggest streaming rival. The company's Disney Plus streaming service raced to over 100 million paying subscribers in just 16 months. And Disney now expects to reach between 230 to 260 million subscribers worldwide by 2024, 3 times higher than their original expectations. Building on Bob Iger's acquisition of a number of iconic franchises, new CEO Bob Chapek said, "The enormous success of Disney Plus has inspired us to be even more ambitious and to significantly increase our investment in the development of high-quality content. In fact, we set a target of more than 100 new titles per year, and this includes Disney Animation, Disney Live Action, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic." Over 4,300 institutions are just as excited, holding over 1.3 billion combined shares out of the 1.8 billion share float, headlined by stalwarts like BlackRock and Vanguard. Question: what does Philippe Laffont share in common with Elon Musk? The answer begins with Coatue's number 2 holding, PayPal. Philippe Laffont first opened a position in the online payment company back in 2016 and upped his stake recently. Shares of PayPal have gone up over 164% the past 12 months, and now the company is getting into Bitcoin. Starting this year, customers in the US can use their crypto holdings to pay at millions of online merchants worldwide. And even once social distancing goes away, the payment processor's fundamentals look strong. Perhaps that's why Mr. Laffont wagered over $1.6 billion in his firm's capital. The hedge fund now has exposure to a company that expects to surpass over $1 billion in cryptocurrency revenues next year. Portfolio Insider tracked at least 3,771 institutional investors holding over 1.18 billion shares. PayPal isn't all Philippe Laffont shares in common with Elon Musk. No video about investing in innovative tech companies would be complete without Tesla, which ranks as Laffont's 3rd largest holding. Shares of Tesla shot up 625% over the past year, second only to Bitcoin's 800% stratospheric rise. And Tesla announced they bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, saying in their statement that they did so for more flexibility to further diversify and maximize returns on our cash. Tesla just reported delivering 184,800 vehicles, topping analyst expectations that they would deliver 168,000 vehicles by 10%. Leading analyst Philippe Laffont from Jefferies wrote, "Tesla still leads on multiple fronts from software to design to manufacture, speed of execution, and direct selling." Sounds like a company with a lot more runway ahead of it. Tech companies are often headlined by product visionary founders, and Square is no exception. Founded by Jack Dorsey in 2009, Square has delivered over 400% returns the past 12 months, capitalizing on touchless payments and small business loans. And Laffont's hedge fund holds over $1.3 billion worth of Square stock and increased its position by 11% in Q4 of last year. Square now makes up just under 5% of Coatue's portfolio. Despite the stock going on a tear this past year, the company's Q1 performance had Oppenheimer analyst Jed Kelly giving a $280 price target, stating, We are incrementally bullish on management's strategy to invest in its sales force to move upstream and target more mid-market sellers. Square classifies mid-market as businesses processing more than $500,000 a year in revenue, which would only add to their digital wallet and payment processing ecosystem. At number 5, Laffont caught Sunrun's 2020 rally beginning in quarter 3, and he liked what he saw enough to increase his stake by 126% to 4.85% of the market value of Coatue's holdings. Goldman Sachs analyst Brian Lee agrees, giving the solar startup a $70 price target and noting, "We believe U.S. solar demand is back to, if not actually trending above, prior expectations for growth before the onset of the pandemic in early 2020. Maybe that's why a company as young as Sunrun already has 849 institutional owners with upwards of 219 million shares." And we have one more high upside stock in Philippe Laffont's Coatue portfolio you won't want to miss. A little-known autonomous vehicle company called Velodyne LiDAR, trading under ticker symbol VLDR. With the stock trading under $15, it represents a compelling thesis to cash in on the upside of self-driving car and drone technology. Out of the 7 analysts offering 12-month price forecasts for Velodyne LiDAR, Portfolio Insider reports a median target of $20 with a high estimate of $30. The median estimate would be an over 50% increase from where Velodyne was trading at the time of this video. Portfolio Insider tracks 185 institutional investors with at least 23 million of the 188 million shares. More importantly, for a company this young, insiders still hold over 52% of shares outstanding, an incentive to grow the business as if it's their own, because it is. CEO Anand Gopalan boasted, "We are leading the industry in providing LiDAR units to customers." And billionaires have taken notice. Point72 hedge fund manager and New York Mets owner Steve Cohen, billionaire SPAC investor Izzy Englander, and even early Berkshire Hathaway billionaire David Gottesman were tracked by Portfolio Insider as owning shares. Philippe Laffont manages more assets than 99% of hedge fund managers, and 54.7% of his portfolio is devoted to tech sector stocks he believes will be innovators. If you want the latest smart money updates, click subscribe and hit the alarm bell to keep up with all of the biggest market movers. Click the link in the description to see Coatue's portfolio and the stocks all of the top billionaires are buying on Portfolio Insider.